Alright, today is Saturday, August 25th, 2018, and I put a couple hours and some money into this chassis. Got all the steering done. So I went with a CPP 500 gearbox. This is the second time I've done this. I've done a couple 605s and then now two 500s. The 500 is by far the easiest and better. Tighter turning ratio, overall looks better, and this is a brand new gearbox. The 605s you can get off of G-bodies. I don't know what other kind of cars, but if you were to buy one, it's probably remanufactured. I'm told this is brand new. So the 500s don't use frame brackets. They just bolt right in. 3 bolts. I did have to drill the holes out a little bit, wallow them out a little bit to fit. I think that's a 9/16 bolt. That's a 5/8, I believe. And then the gearbox just bolts right on. It's pretty easy. Fits really good. I mean, it's really tight clearances, so bolted right on. This was a little extra, this little cap here, so I went ahead and put that on there. It came with it, so whatever. And then we got a brand new pitman arm. Pretty straightforward. We got a brand new idler. Put the spacer. Got these tapered nuts, and then the idler arm. You can see it bends inboard. And we got a manual steering center link. They're making these now. They didn't used to make them. You used to have to get them off of manual steering cars, which you'd have to hunt that down. Now you just buy it, call them and buy it. So we got that. We got brand new tie rods. We got these kind of billet looking adjustment sleeves, which I'm really digging. They're aluminum, anodized aluminum, and it makes the alignment, it's going to be super easy. I mean, I don't know if you can pick it up here, but the camera's probably not picking it up. All you do is just spin that, tighten up these nuts, and that locks it in. And that's it. Now, naturally, you know this car's going to need an alignment, so that's later on. But the only thing that's lacking now is the sway bar. I have the sway bar. I got it powder coated. And I'm missing the brackets, so I ordered these off of eBay. I had a feeling they wouldn't fit because they don't even look right. But I ordered them anyways because the people said they would fit. Well, they don't fit. So these things are garbage. 20 bucks. Probably not even worth me trying to ship for return. I'm going to see what they're willing to do for me. But I'm waiting on the brackets for the sway bar, and then the sway bar can go on. I can't remember if I'm going to need spacers on the sway bar brackets or not. I remember on the 605, I believe, you have to do it. You push the sway bar down to clear the pitman arm. Cross that bridge when we get there. So that finishes up the steering. So digging it. It all fell together really easy. One thing that I did have to do was there's a system to do this. So you got to bolt the inner tie rods in first. Then you bolt it to the idler. Then you bolt it to the pitman. If you don't do it in that order, it rubs right here on this cross member. So that's the order you got to do that. Went ahead and got new U-joints for drive shaft. Went with a billet poly carrier bearing. So I beat the hell out of these things like I always do, and naturally I screwed up one of the needle bearings, so I had to go get another one. Then I remembered that I bought this stuff off of Eastwood, so I went in, you just deburr in there, and then this thing just popped right in. No beating required, just a little tap, and man, super easy. I'm loving these things from Eastwood. Got a whole little kit. This one hasn't been done. I'm undecided on the transmission, so I'm going to hold out on that. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm thinking just a 350. So drive shaft's done. We did the e-brakes last time, so I just rattle canned the linkage. I forgot to get it coated, so I just wire wheeled it, rattle canned it, and I'm waiting on a new intermediate e-brake cable to come in, because the stock one is 90 inches, and 90 inches is not long enough, so your equalizer ends up about right here, and your linkage is short, so you have to pry on it. When you pry on it, you engage the disc, so that's not going to work. So I got with Eckler's, and they told me they offer a e-brake cable that's 101 inches versus the 90 inches, and it's designed for disc brake rear. So I ordered that. It's 20 bucks, shipped, I believe. Probably be here Monday. Once I get that, e-brakes are done, and I think the chassis is about done. So come Monday, I got some paint. I got a pint of the color, silver blue. I had some leftover clear from the last project. So Monday, I'm gonna mess around with some color. I'm gonna paint the wheels, and I'm gonna paint the skirts just to get an idea if I like the color or not. So I got a pint, plenty more than I need. I'm gonna have to dig into my spray guns and clean something out so I can use it on Monday. But that's about it. So the steering is done, front disc brakes are done, rear disc brakes are done, U-joints done, new stainless lines, all new bushings, ball joints, shocks, a lot of stuff. Everything's new. So far for this frame, I'm sitting on all the parts to build this frame, including the disc brakes. Everything you see in these videos was $2,400. To powder coat the frame, individual, I don't know what it would have broke down to, but I would guess to powder coat this entire chassis cost me about 600 bucks. So throw in the cost of a rolling chassis, if you can find one. A little over $3,000 I'm in this chassis, and I got 4-wheel discs, 500 steering, and a brand new rolling chassis. So feeling pretty good about it. I think I'm ahead of schedule on the budget, which is always good. So stay tuned. Next video is going to have some color, and look forward to that on Monday. Stay tuned.